All right, good friends of YouTube. Today we're going to be working on one of my vehicles. This is my 2018 Chevy Suburban. This is my wife's car here. And she says she's having a little trouble with the AC. So we're going to see what's going on there. Before we do that, let's take a quick look at the car. It's in pretty good shape. I think this one has 132,000 miles on it. Nothing really to look at. Tires are in good condition. It needs a wash. I love white cars because you could get them hella dirty and they will just look clean. This one spends a lot of time on dirt roads. You can see all the dust and debris in there. We want to keep that clean as much as we can. You can see right here, oh my goodness, she's up in there. You really want to try and keep that clean, guys. So I got to get that out of there. That will hold some moisture and you'll start rusting up there just as quick as you possibly can. Oh, you can see right here, looks like a little bit of damage here. I think one of the kids was riding their bicycle between the cars in the driveway and just barely, I mean just barely grazed the car with their handlebar there. Yep, as my wife said, I think that will just buff right out. Other than that, we're in pretty good shape here, guys. Really not a whole lot to look at. Here's the front of the car. You can see all these bugs. They've just come in this time of the year and hitting everything. Oh, and for those of you that don't know, Chevy stands for can hear every valve yell. That is correct. So let's take a look in here and see what we got going on. So what she's complaining about is the air conditioning. So we'll get up in here and turn her on. And we'll just kick on the old air conditioner. Well, it's not even turned on. That's probably the problem, huh? Here we go. Set it to auto, 68 degrees. See what we got. Okay, I did not hear the compressor kick on. And she is blowing cold. Alright, let's pop the hood open and see if we can see anything in there. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, one thing you really got to love about these Chevys, they know just how to place the old AC compressor. It is way the hell down there. Look, you can see it right down there. Yep. No issues there. We should be able to just get that super easy. I'm going to see if we can get a good look at it here. We'll zoom in. Well, just looking at it right there, I'm pretty sure we got an issue with the clutch on the air conditioner. So the belt is still applied. No issues there. My guess is we got a bad AC clutch. Let's get her started up and see what she does. Okay, car's running now. Let's get a good look down there and we can see that the old AC clutch is trying to kick on. See if she'll zoom in there. That's a good look. Oh yeah. Yeah, that clutch is bad. Alright, we need to put in a new clutch, so let's see what we can do there and see if we can get that out. We'll put her up on the old lift and get a good look at it. Okay guys, you can see here we got the car up on the old trailer park lift. We need to get this skid plate off, so that'll be one of the first things we do. Alright guys, you can see we got the skid plate out there. Now we just need to remove the belts. So up here on the top, I've already taken that piece off there. We'll just give this thing a little twist. I don't know if I can do this one. Alright, there we go. So guys, next up we need to get this AC belt off down here. That's a stretched belt and normally requires a special tool, but we're going to do this kind of old school here. We also need to take this watch off here. Look at that. That is a homage to a Flieger World War II watch, and this is dial face A. If you want to see a review on that, just look right up here somewhere. I should be putting that on there. Let me get this going. Okay guys, next up is we got to get this belt off. There's actually a tool for this. It's a stretch belt, but what we're going to do here is we're going to just take a couple microfiber rags. Hope you guys can see that. We're going to wrap it around here, and we use that to give us the leverage to get this bad boy off. So the idea is we're going to yank on this while we're setting it forward. Okay guys, I'm having a hell of a time here. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take this nut off right here, and you can see here there's a bunch of rubber, and I've got the new one right here. So here's the new one, and this is where that nut is, and there's this rubber piece right here. I believe this is kind of a vibration isolation deal, so if the engine's at high RPMs and the deal kicks up, it doesn't jolt it too badly, so it just gives a little bit. Well, what's happened here is this is detached from the outer plate. You can see if we can look closely here, it's really kind of detached from that outer plate. So what's happening is this outer piece, which I would normally be able to hold on to and take this bolt off, is separate from this inner piece. So all right guys, so what I ended up doing, I don't know if you can see right here, but I just drilled a hole. I used my drill and just went up into there and drilled a hole, and then with that I was able to stick this hex wrench up into that hole and hold it so I can get this nut off, and you can see now the nut's coming off. So that took a lot less time than I was expecting. Now this should just slip out of here. There we go. We'll get our first look at it and see what's going on. We want to save that washer that's right there, not lose that. All right, let me get a good look at this here. There's a cotter pin here. We're going to need to get, not a cotter pin, but a snap ring we're going to need to take out. All right, so we got the snap ring out, and all we got to do is pull this pulley off. There we go. We'll get a look at it here. All right, last thing we need to do is just pull off this actuator here, so I'll get started on that. Okay, so there is another snap ring way the hell up in there that I cannot see, so we're just gonna have to figure it out by feel. So I got to get that snap ring off, and then we should be able to take this actuator off. Okay, that clip was a pain in the ass to get out. I couldn't see it, but I was able to get it out enough to go to there, and the part here should just slide right off. There we go. All right, everything's off. All we gotta do is put it back together. Okay, here's the old one. Here's the new one. It came with a new bracket and screw to install it all, so we'll go ahead and put this back in its place. That's the part I just took out. I actually think this one's probably good. Well, it's a little beat up, so anyway, the kit that you guys want is right here. There's the part number. Comes with all the parts you need, including the new pulley with bearing. This new part here, which is the actuator that pulls the clutch in, new bracket, new screw, all the clips and stuff that you need to install it right here. So all new clips, circlips, and snap rings, and a new bolt to put it all together. So anyway, installs the reverse of taking it apart. I'll go ahead and get started. Okay, our clip is in there. Let's see if we can see it. There she is. Is she gone? Yeah, she's all the way around. What a pain in the ass to put in. Alright, next up, we need to get the new pulley. And slide it right over there. Alright, so we got our pulley on. We just need to put this clip on there. So let's get this installed. Hopefully we can get it on there without it flying into next week. If that happens, I'm shutting her down. These stupid clips are always so much fun to install. Oh, there she goes. Take two. Take three. Come on. Come on, baby. All right, guys, I think I got that snap ring in. Holy shit, that thing was painful to get in there. All right, guys, so next up is we need to take the washer that came with this. This is the old plate here. And we need to measure the distance from inside with the washer in to this plate here. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to use this piece that came off. We're going to throw it on top of there, and then I'm going to measure down to that. .976. .976. I'll make sure we get this as accurate as possible. 976. So I'm measuring that at 976. That is from the washer that's inside this hole to this plate. 976. So now we want to measure the same thing over here with the washer in. See if we're bigger or less. So I'm putting in the washer now. If it'll go in there. Okay, now it's down there. Here's the new plate. Same thing, we're going to drop this on here. We'll take a few measurements to get this right. 977. Ooh, this is looking good. We might not have to shim this at all. 977. 976.5. So we could just use the washer that was there. It's within 1/1000ths. That is close enough. And all that's going to do is give us a little gap between this plate and the front of the pulley. So let's go ahead and get this installed. Oh, and what I forgot to mention is if the gap is not enough, they also send some additional shims with the kit. Let's see if we can see them here. And I measured these. The thinnest one's 5/1000ths, the next one is 10/1000ths, and then the next one is 20/1000ths. So you can make more gap, or you can build these up however you need to be able to get the right gap. So anyway, we're good to go here. We're within 1/1000ths. I'm happy with that. So let's go ahead and install it. All right, so next up is this piece here. Don't forget to put your little washer in there, and we'll get that hooked up. All right, so next up is the belt. We need to get it on here. And again, this is one of those stretch belts. So they, like I said, they got a special tool for these, but every time I need one, I don't have one. And then I get whatever the hell it is I'm working on taking care of. So, yeah. So, we're going to kind of do this, backwoods a little bit. So what I like to do here is get the belt. You can see here it's on the pulley of the AC clutch or compressor, and then we're going to want to put this belt over the back of the main pulley here that's on the crankshaft, and we're going to want to get zip ties, what I'll use, and run that back through here.
And just give her a little zipper on there. Okay, just to hold it on there. You can see that zip ties there. It's holding it on. Then you'll put your deal on your crankshaft bolt here. What we're going to do is just turn the motor over with this. You want to hold on the bottom here. I don't know if this is going to come out, but you want to hold on the bottom piece of the deal so the belt rides on the pulley correctly. Doesn't slip off on you. And once that makes it around, the belt will be on. Okay, there you go right there. The belt popped on. See, it's on there nice and tight. So now all we got to do is cut that zip tie off. Okay, so now the AC compressor is all set up. It's plugged in back here. We got all that done. All we got to do is put the Serpentine belt on. So I'll do that now. All right, so today's the day I'm going to get mad at hell at Chevy. I was getting ready to put the stupid Serpentine belt on, and there is no diagram under the hood of this car that tells you how the hell to put this thing on. So if you're ever stuck on the side of the road, you're going to be screwed. I'm going to go get the manual and see if there's anything in there. Might have to go online. So it appears to me this is the only way it goes on. We're going to try this. If this don't work, I'm just giving up and go the other way. Hey, leave a note down in the comments. I mean, shouldn't there be a schematic up here? I don't know what. There just must be rocket scientists over at GM figuring out how to keep you stranded on the side of the road. That's my guess. Okay. That's on. Okay. I got the keys. Yay! Keys! I'm going to start it up with the AC turned off, and let's see what happens here. Okay. Everything looks good. The compressor's turned off. Let's crank on the AC and see what happens. And the compressor's turning. All right, we got cold AC. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Let's get the rest of this packed up. Everything's looking real good. It's a lot quieter too. That bearing must have been going out down there. All right, we got this thing to install real quick. She just slips right there. Okay, that is all in place and looks great. Let's get the old skid plate on. Okay, she is all buttoned up underneath. Man, let's get her off the lift and take her for a test drive. These flies are just biting right now. All right, guys, so there we go. I just got back from the test drive. Everything's working just fine. The AC is cold, cold, cold once again. And I'll tell you just a couple things. You know, if you took this in to a shop, more than likely they would recommend that you replace the air conditioning system, the compressor, the dryer, the expansion valve, clean all the hoses, get everything pristine, re-vac it, and recharge the system, and for good reason. It's got 132,000 miles. I could put this fan clutch on here, and in 5,000 miles something else in the AC system can go out, and I'll be looking at all that work again anyway. Something to think about. The other thing too, and I didn't mention it in the video, always try and use brand specific parts. So what went in here was GM authorized parts from the GM Parts Center. Guys, I have put Chinese crap into these cars and gotten Chinese crap performance, and it is not worth the time to put that crap in your car. Just get the General Motors or Dodge or Ford parts. Always use the factory service parts in your vehicles. It is not worth doing it twice, and don't let anybody put crap parts in your car. So anyway, there we go. I hope you guys learned something. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm just a dude at home trying to make a video and having a little bit of fun.
If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.